Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
Here, welcome to another episode of Four Sides of the Ring. Thank you for joining us this lovely Thursday evening. If you guys don't know, it's been about a month since the Knicks won the NBA championship. Since my life has officially been completed, truly a top 3 moment of my life after my marriage and the birth of my son. I would welcome Mikey Cutlass to the stage, but my man he's out taking care of his wonderful fiance. She a little down with the flu. Net Rams at work, and I'm gonna cut Tino's ass for 15 minutes after I introduce the man that's actually here tonight, introducing the motherfucker founder. Marcus, how are we doing today, brother?
We are doing well, my guy. Knicks in 5, always
Nixon
and
5.
Forever.
Listen,
and always remember.
Knicks so much in 5. We were nominated for 5 ESPYs last night, and we cleared out all 5 ESPYs.
5 of them.
All 5. Jalen Brunson won Best NBA Player, Best Performance. Best athlete. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how we won the best athlete. I guess it's recency bias as a motherfucker, but I would gladly take it. I would gladly take it. The Knicks won best team, and OG won best play, which was honestly incredible, dog.
We're just up right now, man.
It was actually crazy. A little bit of other NBA like sports things. There was like best individual game. And it was like Bam Adebayo's 83-point game, right? And you think that would win that award, but you forget Shohei Ohtani, pitcher, outfielder, DH, first baseman for the Dodgers. My man's had 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts in a game. That is the pinnacle.
And nobody gave that to him.
You know what I mean? No, he won the award. Like Shohei won the award for best individual performance.
No. I'm saying nobody gave him the strikeouts or the home runs. They did the rebounds. And maybe there's no, I'm not gonna say
the free throws. The free throws for fucking Bam.
Free throws.
He shot 43 free throws that game. Honestly, still disgusting. But you want to talk about the most individual dominant performance, single game across any sport. I feel like it has to be that Shohei Ohtani game, especially since you're a soccer fan. Like a hat trick in a soccer game is elite, right?
It's elite.
But if you have a hat, if you have 3 homers in a game, that's almost equally as impressive. You know what I mean?
It's so elite when you get the hat trick in soccer, they give you the game ball to take home at the end of the game.
That is elite. I'm not gonna hold you. But in baseball, if you hit 3 home runs, that's a great game. You know what I mean? If you're a pitcher and you have 10 strikeouts, that's a great game.
It's a great
you combine both at the same. Honestly,
you say 10 strikes out, you'd be like, "What 10 strikeouts? Dang.
10 strikeouts, 3 homers." I didn't even know how many ribbies that was. Honestly, I think it was another 10. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up real quick. But tell us about your week. Well, how about you did this week so far?
Pretty good, bro. Pretty busy with just regular work life, but wrestling has been pretty decent. AEW was pretty good this week. Some things in Raw was okay. NXT has been a little bit of a slow burner for me. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all don't watch TNA. I don't fuck with TNA because they're live when we're live. So fuck those guys.
It makes it very hard to.
Like, why would you want to watch TNA when you could just come hang out with us and just talk wrestling?
True facts, and we got about the same camera quality, so you're not really missing out.
100%, 100%. And our voices sound way better than their commentators.
I don't even know who their commentators are, to be honest.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But other than that, week's been pretty decent. How about yours?
Work, brother. Fucking overtime is slowing down on my job. So your boys asked my boss on Tuesday. I was like, "Please, sir, may I have some overtime?" And he took pity on my soul. He gave your boy some OT. But yeah, man. That's just the individual sports shit. That was the SBs. But shout out to the New York Knicks. Love you to death. Hopefully I meet 2 of them this weekend. But other than that, let's get into some wrestling shenanigans, shall we? I do want to start with the vision, right? I want to start with the vision because Paul Heyman basically said, Maxine, you're the head of this faction now. Go on, so forth. This all you, Chief. And it's the most baffling thing for me for Paul Heyman specifically because Paul Heyman is the guy, right? He's the guy creator. He creates the guy. Like he managed world champions. That's who Paul Heyman is. He went from Brock Lesnar to CM Punk. We don't acknowledge Curtis Axel. Then he had Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns from the big dog who was loathed across all of wrestling because he was forced on everybody still, so everybody accepted him, and now they hate him for being too good at his job. Who knows? We got to ask Mike about that specifically. And then he betrayed Roman at WrestleMania for Seth Rollins, right? Because Seth Rollins was his guy. And then he did what Paul Heyman does. He betrayed Seth Rollins for Braun Breaker, who was on the path to superstardom. Be the top of the top guy, 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Had a WrestleMania match at this point. That guy. And then his momentum stalls completely. Not really Breaker's fault. Blame creative always. You can only do so well with the script that you're given. You lose momentum. He comes back from injury. You hand the vision with Breaker out. Bronson Reed gets hurt. And then you just have Austin Theory and Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets hurt. Braun Breaker comes back at that maybe exact moment around that same time frame. So now you're managing a tag team, which Paul Heyman hasn't done in a really long time individually by himself. You know what I mean? He doesn't manage tag team. He manages main event talent. So then you have Logan Paul back partially. You have Maxine Dupree leaving Otis and Tozawa for the division.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker is now in the tag team division. His trajectory has completely plateaued. And he's just kind of staying on television, which is good. You know what I mean? If you're on TV, I guess it's a big deal consistently. And now he just wipes his hands. He's like, I'm done. So I think it's safe to assume that he's gonna manage Brock Lesnar until SummerSlam. Until Lesnar inevitably retires. Maybe he does this another couple months after this. Who knows? Who knows what Lesnar's deal is? But to you, for somebody who's been watching Heyman as long as I have, is this out of character for him? I felt like even when he dropped Curtis Axel, it wasn't this like Shay into
I don't want to say it's out of character for Paul. I just want to say it's just bad timing, right? Like everything is just, even when you think it's gonna hit. I just remember saying even when the vision was created, I felt like the faction was gonna not elevate anybody because all these guys were stars in their own right, and they were making stars by them, like they were making their name by themselves. Paul and Braun would have been perfect if you did them together, but then, like you said, we just started doing too much. Then we faked an injury. Now everybody's getting injured. They come back. They're getting injured again. Bronson Reed has been injured numerous amount of times within the last.
Well, I think
year.
he tore his ankle.
So he'll be out for a minute.
Yeah.
Right. Logan, who knows when that's going to happen?
He tore a muscle in his arm.
So that's another minute. I feel bad for Braun because now you're stuck. Yeah, you got the titles on you, but bro, you're stuck in a division that's, we've been saying for the last year. Tag team division has been dying wrestling breed. Sadly,
it's what's the funniest part about the tag titles? It feels like the tag titles only matter when they're in a faction, not like individual tag teams or when they.
But only when the faction matters. Like
yeah, of course,
everybody liked when Finn and JD was holding the titles because people kind of fucked with the Judgment Day.
And the Judgment Day was collecting gold. It made sense,
right? It made sense.
When the Usos were just the Usos having the tag team titles, we didn't really care. But then when they were part of the bloodline, you know what I mean? It mattered. So factions in a sense. Go ahead.
I was really hoping Paul was gonna side with Seth after that feud had ended, but I guess you can't. You know what I mean? After everything that was said, you really can't go back to him. You can't go back to Roman. So it does make sense him and Brock is doing their thing. But after Brock, what's next? Obafemi? You're just gonna take the next biggest guy and hopefully make him. Well, you can't even make him a star. He's already a star.
It would. That would be interesting. Actually, that's a really good thought process.
It's hard, man.
He betrays Brock at SummerSlam for the umpteenth time.
Is there really any saving Austin Theory at this point?
No, it's him and Maxine on Dunzo. I said it last
week. Right?
This is it's crazy because Maxine is so deep into the kayfabe at this point, like in her like kayfabe relationship. But like she went on the Bella show and she's still in kayfabe and she's like, yeah, Austin Theory is the best kisser I ever had. I'm like, we know you're married. Like it was announced on air. It's not like I looked for it personally. You know what I mean? Like it was announced.
Like relax. Like we know the truth.
like
WWE unreal. We see behind the scenes. Yeah, man, it sucks. It's honestly, I've always felt bad for Tozawa and Otis, but like, man, I feel even worse for Braun and Austin because Austin didn't. I don't know. I didn't think Austin asked for this. They probably just put him in there and just all right, let's see if it works. Let's see if it sticks.
Yeah, because you see what it did for Dom and Liv, you know what I mean? And now Maxine has heat. She does have heat because Otis and Tozawa were real big baby faces in the back, even though they don't get a lot of burn wrestling and whatnot.
Honestly, if we're gonna go ahead, I'll let you finish.
No, I'll let you finish.
I was gonna say, if we're gonna keep Austin in the tag team division, there's only really one way to save him, and probably one way to get him over at this point, and that's got to bring back the guy that kind of made him somewhat face, but they always stood heel to each other for some other reason. That's Grayson Waller, and you let those guys rock the tag team division, and you let them be like, oh well, I want to go for a singles run, and be like, oh, but you can't because we're tag team champions, so we have to defend these titles.
I think Grayson's another one on the
chopping block.
I think he's another one on the fringe. Because they don't really got enough for him either. They put him at New Day, and that did absolutely enough for him as well.
And the New Day said, peace.
It's hard to talk about people losing their jobs, but like wrestling is so much like, especially TKO. TKO is very much, what have you done for me lately? Can I cut your contract to save me some money in the long run?
Right.
So it's hard, but like, yeah, with Austin Theory, I feel like this is really it for him. And I'm a big Theory guy, but honestly, Theory's young enough where he can still go wrestle around the world and come back, reinvent himself, and be bigger than what he was.
You know what? You say TKO is, if I bring you back or if I give you this amount of money, can you make me this amount of money? But what it seems like TKO is doing right now is going back in the archives and it's like, oh, these people made this amount of much money? Let's see if we can bring them back. Because I'm not sure if you saw the vignette for Mr. Who was Big Bill, but
Big Cass.
Big Cass. Now we might see an Enzo Friday or this upcoming Monday. But I'm not gonna lie, dude, those guys aren't gonna do it for you.
I mean, Big Cass might, because Big Cass and Enzo, they're real quad poppers. You know what I mean? When Big Bill's in AEW, he didn't really. Also, Knicks fans, so shout out to Big Bill.
Shout out Big Bill.
I don't know, man. In AEW, he's just another giant. You know what I mean? They had a couple big guys. I feel like AEW's not a real big man show. You know what I mean? They don't really utilize their big men like Vince did. You know what I mean? Vince put emphasis on his big men. You know what I mean? There were attractions. But for whatever reason, AEW doesn't really, because they got that what's that big brown guy's name? We've seen him a couple times. He's in some faction. I think it's he's on Ring of Honor. Some big dude.
How about Shane Taylor?
No, not Shane Taylor. He's not even that big. I'm talking about like the 7'5" guy. I think he's like Indian or like brown. I'm trying to be politically correct. Some type of rank.
You're not talking about Singh, are you?
Yeah, bro, that
basketball player. No, the old basketball. Yeah.
Singh, bro. The big mofo, dog.
Bro, I mean, but what is he? He's Jeff Jarrett's protector, bro. That's his job. He's Jeff Jarrett's bodyguard.
Yeah, I understand that, but like they don't really use their big man. You know what I mean?
But what is that man supposed to do in the ring, though? Chance, let's be
his
real.
best. His goddamn
no,
best.
no, I don't want to hear
Bro,
that,
bro,
bro.
give me
I
five,
don't want
give
to
me
hear that.
5 big boots and a spine buster, bro. You big as hell. You don't need a move, bro. You don't need a move set. You can follow the Great Khali's like blueprint. I swear to God, big boots,
I
couple
don't
chops,
know.
open palms. Because if that's the case, bro, why have him on the payroll?
What if I don't
You
know?
know what I
Maybe
mean?
something different. You don't know what he's doing backstage. You know, maybe he's a recruiter.
Listen, God bless anybody still making a paycheck. But yeah, wrestling's just in a weird spot, man. But to go back to Paul, I feel like would you rather have Big Cass or Santana Dan? Neither one. Leave my New Yorkers out of this, man. I'm not gonna hold you, Rick. I'm low key over Danhausen and the cursing. It's cool, it's funny, the kids love it, but I'm low key over it, dog. I wish it wasn't as often as it was. I feel like he's cursing people 3 times a week.
Yeah, I need my boy to stop leeching off my Knicks, bro. For real. Like
You saw him a cat met him, and he was like, "Oh, have you met Danhausen?" He was like, "Oh yeah, the one who helped us win the ship."
Because if the Knicks wouldn't have won and Saturday Night Main Event was still in New York City, you wouldn't be leeching off my Knicks, bro. Like, just leave my Knicks alone. Leave my Knicks alone.
Listen, we want to chip. Everybody gets a pass at that point.
But
I'm low key over the Danhausen curse shenanigans. That happens way too often. It's not even special.
Way too often. It's not even special anymore. They're just throwing that man out there. You're doing it before the match. You're killing the whole point of the thing. The whole point of being cursed. Like
I feel like it's like Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Right, you know, and then my man's being bribed to get. That's not how being cursed works. Danhausen. Come on now.
I guess he's a mythical being, but at this,
I mean, let me not say that's how it works. It's his curse. He says how it works. You know what I mean? So
true, works for human monies apparently. But back to Paul Heyman.
That's who needs Paul Heyman.
Imagine, that'd be fucking disgusting. That'd be so gross.
How's it Paul Heyman?
I want to know. I remember you guys telling me that Danhausen uses his real voice. I wonder, like, since he's in WWE now and he's so like famous, does he like have to keep up the Danhausen voice for even longer now?
That's hey, bro. If Maxine's still in kayfabe, Danhausen.
Yeah, but she's not using a voice. You know what I mean? Like, it's clearly just
that doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Like, she's not at home with her husband talk about, "Nah, I belong to Austin Theory." You know what I mean? But back to Paul, I genuinely don't know what happens with Paul Heyman now. Do you take him off of?
No.
Do you just take him off of TV and just have him on creative? You know what I mean?
No. You just go on to the next best project. That's what Paul does, right?
Who is he managing?
He has a lot of people. Javon Evans. He's a big Javon guy. There's a lot of. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys.
Javon's a super babyface. Nobody's taking him serious as a heel. He's too bouncy. Being bouncy is not a heel thing.
I would like to see Paul take the challenge and take a woman under his belt. So Ruka would be pretty cool.
Mm.
You know, I think, or Tiffany Stratton.
No, wasted effort.
You saw where that she said she wanted to do a gimmick with like a daddy or whatever. There you go, Paul Heyman.
Nah, nobody believed Paul Heyman has that much.
That ECW money, bro. He was pocketing it all. That's all the wrestlers.
Yeah, my man's not getting no goddamn residuals for ECW. I don't know, man.
I don't know what's next for Paul, man. If you want to let him write. But you got some really good things going on right now. Maybe move Shawn to SmackDown, let him take over NXT. Because you don't want to give him AAA. Taker's killing it over there. Let Taker hold AAA.
Yo, did you hear that All Out and Worlds Collide is on the same day in Chicago?
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so All Out, AEW All Out, and AAA's Worlds Collide same day in Chicago. Probably like a couple blocks away from each other.
Probably.
And it's petty as hell. So it was like I saw a funny tweet. It was, do you see
Kid Zero says Jordan Grace? Paul Heyman, Jordan Grace. That wouldn't be that bad. Because where my girl Jordan been at, you know?
It's kind of frustrating.
It is kind of frustrating.
You think they'll put CM Punk on AAA to sell out?
Oh God.
since he can just come out and get a world championship opportunity because of Chicago, he can just
I
pop
think
AAA.
I think all AAA has to do to sell out is have one match. You announce one match. And it's Dom versus Ray for his career. And you sell out AAA in Mexico.
At Worlds Collide, I feel like that's such. I don't even feel like that's the pay-per-view for it.
It's not, but it's the only way you're gonna beat your competitor.
I don't know, man.
Unless you got El Grande Americano doing something crazy, but he's pretty much done it all in AAA already. Besides hold severe gold, which he's probably gonna get soon.
Oh yeah, he's gonna win at Triple Mania. It's not kind of programming when it's always been the plan. They could have had the date lined up together. You know what I mean?
That is true.
It looks suspicious as hell. Would it have made you feel better if AAA announced this date and address first, and then AEW said, "Oh, we're also in Chicago"? You know what I mean? Would that make you feel better about it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Americano and Dom has more appeal, but that's at Triple Mania. That's already booked. It just happens to be 2 months away. You know what I mean? It's just a little further out.
You do Rey Mysterio calls out Dom like, you know what? I have one more match in me and you for that title. And Dom just says, all right, if I beat you, you retire for good.
Yeah,
there you go. I mean, counter programming. Gotta go watch Rey Mysterio retire for the 15th time.
Give me Dom versus CM Punk on Winner Takes All match at AAA main event. Match ends in DQ.
Dom's never a babyface when it comes to his father, bro.
You know, honestly, when it comes to Ray, bro, they're gonna boo the shit out of him. They love Ray more than they love Dom. They love Dom.
And they love Dom. But when it comes to Rey Mysterio,
I'm gonna say this because I want you to know. I want you to know this is true, Nit Ram. Rey Mysterio is bigger than El Santos, and I don't know how else. And I don't know how to explain it to you. And you're not on the podcast; you're at work, so you can't defend yourself either.
That's very true. I told somebody at work that Dominic Mysterio was way better than Rey Mysterio, and he had a heart attack.
One of my coworkers told me that Dom's a better in-ring performer than El Santo, and who am I to disagree with him? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
What else is on the agenda? I want to talk about Chris Jericho and the Painmaker. Where the hell did the Painmaker start? I feel like Chris Jericho gives me a reason to hate another version of him every single goddamn week.
You want the actual fact?
Yeah, I want the actual. Let me look it up for you. It's fucking shenanigans and nonsense, dog. Oh, I don't want Tino to think I forget. I'm still gonna cut his ass for 15 minutes. I feel like it. My man's decided to play house today.
What's wrong with the Painmaker that you don't like it?
That Chris Jericho.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, bro. He's in his 50s. He's not fluid. I respect adding another game, like another facet to your game. I don't know, man. Not really fucking with it.
You know, I can't find a debut on the actual Painmaker Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Nate Rams commenting Painmaker was Jericho versus Omega. I'm assuming Jericho won that match.
All it says he created the alter ego while his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I don't know.
But let me ask you a question. Because you tell everybody, what would you do if you saw this at the corner of your bed? Oh, Chana, what you doing, man? You see this guy. Get to your home.
I have enough time to call the cops.
Not when he's coming with his elbow, bro.
You can see that elbow 3 blocks away.
You and Grayson walking down the alley, and this man goes, "Hey, man, what'd you give me your wallet?"
Someone took Grandpa back into bed. It's fucking disgusting, man. What would you do, bro? You would have flinched at that. That's fucking. Oh man.
Man, I don't. It reminds me of Clown from Spawn. I don't know, but I like Jericho though. Jericho's my guy. Jericho's a legend, man. Hall of Famer, first ballot. I don't care what anybody says. Top 5, top 3 to most.
I was out here defending Jericho at what show was that? Double or Nothing. Somebody said Chris Jericho wasn't top 15, and then he said Brian Kendricks and Paul London was better than Chris Jericho, and I walked away.
That's fair enough. I mean, wait, he said Paul London was better than Chris Jericho?
Yeah, bro. He ripped off a whole name of people, and it was just absolutely blasphemous.
That's crazy.
Jericho's top 10 dead or alive all time. But we will be back in a minute after this first ad.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad on the merch? Nah, we just made a power move. We've officially stepped into a big arena, and now you can find us on ProWrestlingTees.com. Brandy came through clutch, and now it's time to level up your drip. Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, every promo lives on through what you wear. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling designs, we're bringing the heat like never before. This isn't just merch. It's a statement. It's the culture. It's you. So don't wait. Pull up to ProWrestlingTees.com, look up 4 Sides to the Ring, rep the squad, and unleash your inner champion. Don't forget, tell them the bad guy sent you.
Listen, tell everybody the bad guy sent you. Listen, if you get called up by your boss at work, I'm like, yo, why you came 15 minutes late? The bad guy told me to.
The bad guy told me to.
I want to talk Sami Zayn. I want to talk Sami Zayn. Obviously, Sami Zayn lost the championship.
That's his dad. That's his dad.
I fucking hope not.
No, I'm just joking.
It's probably taught him how to lose so many goddamn big matches. So I do want to talk Sami.
We'll talk Sami Zayn.
I just want to talk Sami. All right, so in your mind, what does Sami need to do in order to make this? Because Michael Cole said today in an interview, he was like, Sami Zayn losing the title in 9 days is part of the overall bigger story for Sami Zayn. So what do you think the end goal would be in order to make this a successful Sami Zayn storyline?
Be a 2-time world champion. It's the only way. What was the whole point of it?
In what fashion?
In any fashion that puts Sami over. Because for the first time, we got to see this man do something he's been chasing. He wanted to be world champion. He finally did after taking the backseat to so many people. They gave him an opportunity and let him win the tag team champions main event WrestleMania and had one of the greatest matches of all time.
Absolute banger.
And they still didn't say, you know what, I think Sami could do it. But they did say, hey, I think Jay could do it. Who failed? Let's be real about that one. It was a bad run. It was a bad run. Happy for the man, but it was a bad run.
Was it a bad run? Who did he defend against?
It was a bad run. We're not going to talk about who he defended against or his creative team. I can't remember who it was. But it was a bad run. It wasn't rememberable. With Sami, we did something very rememberable with Sami Zayn, and you blew it in 9 days.
To be fair,
9 days to protect your Lord and Savior, Cody Rhodes. And God bless his soul, but he's not on the mic, so I can talk some shit. So my guy, Mikey Cutlets won't blow a fucking gasket that CM Punk went over on Cody. But we could have did that because he would have been okay with that. I know he would have been okay with that.
To be honest,
man.
We didn't give Sami a chance to fail. You know what I mean?
We did.
It was too quick.
It was way too fast. And I hate comparing, but it's like I hate when like we do the paper champion or he's just there for a much bigger purpose. Yeah, the much bigger purpose, Michael, was to lose to CM Punk. That was the much bigger purpose. But like you see things like AEW, and I'm gonna sound like Nitram, but you see things like AEW, right? Should have MJF lost the title? Probably not, because MJF, Will Ospreay, that's a match. That sells out. But that could be down the road 2 years, 3 years from now for the title. You have one chance to do Kenny Omega one last time with Will Ospreay. So you do that. Kenny Omega is not Kenny Omega is not the transitional champion. You know why? Because he's Kenny fucking Omega. He holds weight. Sami Zayn didn't even get a chance to hold weight, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. Kenny still probably loses the strap at All In.
100%, but it doesn't matter. He's Kenny Omega.
I mean, Kenny, that's the difference. Kenny's undoubtedly top 3 all time. You know what I mean?
100%.
You can't really say that about Sami Zayn. That's the you know what I mean. It's not a fair comparison. You're talking about
we're talking.
And Sami's an all. Listen, Sami's an all-time great in his own respects.
Sami Zayn in ring is top.
He's one of the. Listen, I'm not saying he's not. Sami is one of the all-time greats in his own regards. You know what I mean? But
Fair
like
enough.
Sami Zayn and Kenny Omega aren't in the same like stratosphere of like
100%. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like Kenny doesn't need the title. Kenny doesn't need the title to do anything.
I'm just making the comparison of if you're gonna do a transitional champion, let your transitional champion have some weight to his name. You didn't have to use Sami Zayn.
Well, better example, you could have used Darby Allin because Darby was transitional.
Yes.
Transitional as hell. But they let him defend 6-7 times in a span of a month. You know what I mean? So that was a storyline with Darby. And
but also he beat the biggest name in the game to get the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was climbing the Mount Everest of AEW. Smoked him.
Smoked him too,
bro.
You know what I mean? Part. He actually smoked him.
So Sami didn't get a chance, man, and it sucked. Like I said, I've always said Finn Balor has had the worst respect when it came to the WWE Championship, but I think Sami Zayn has that.
Nah, because
the fact that Finn Balor hasn't held
it's still Finn because Finn never sniffed it again.
Sammy's never going to sniff it again either. That's why I said if you want to make this run successful and whatever you're going to do with him, and there's a bigger picture, the only way that this is successful and there's the bigger picture is if the man is a 2-time world champion. If that is not the end game of this story, and we're just getting a crazy Sami Zayn for no reason, here we go. I want to be world champion. He'll never hold that title ever again.
I think he will. I think we kind of have to. You know what I mean? If we don't, what's the point of anything? What's the point of storylines if there's no payoff?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's like Cody Rhodes not winning at WrestleMania 40. You know what I mean? What's absolutely the payoff?
There's got to be something. You know what I mean? There's got to be something big, and we're obviously gonna talk about Saturday Night Main Event, but something actually has to happen in that match for me to be like, okay, he is going to be a 2-time world champion. Because right now, I'm in very, very, very hard belief that man is not going to be a 2-time world champion.
I don't know. I kind of never believe in Sami in the first place, but you kind of have to believe. WWE does pay off for storylines occasionally. Sometimes they drop the ball completely, but I think they'll have Sami hold the strap one more time. And I think it'll be Kevin Owens to take the belt off of him.
I don't like that.
Listen, it moves. Definitely moves. Talking about Saturday Main Event, let's talk about SummerSlam. So there's been hell of reports that SummerSlam is not moving tickets at all.
Mm-hmm.
They giving us Roman versus Seth. They're giving us Cody versus Phil. We have Brock versus Oba. We have Liv versus Io.
That's because people started buying tickets to fly out to London, bro. They said, "Hold up,
yeah, you have
matches going on out there."
You have a 6-man tag with Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight versus the Fatus, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu. And it's hard because I think this is like the first year the SummerSlam is a 2-night event.
Yep, in Minnesota.
So you kind of need to fill the card. And
so
I was looking
for. I think the only match I'm like super interested in, and that I might really tune in for is the Penta and Chad.
Oh yes, Penta and Chad. Does Chad finish the story? You know what I mean?
Has to.
I think he does.
Has to.
I think he does. But overall, I don't know. Listen, I hate stadium shows. You'll never catch me at another stadium show inside of an NFL stadium watching wrestling. I'm not doing it. It
The new
sucks.
stadium's nice though.
I don't care what it is. It sucks, bro. It's a small ass ring, and you're 300 feet away from the ring. You're watching it from the screen. You know what I mean? And it's even worse. There's no commentary.
That's true.
So you're oohing and eyeing from deep. You know what I mean? A nosebleed is $75. For $1.50, you can go to a bar that's showing it, buy you and your boys a couple round of drinks, and still have $10 left over. You know what I mean? And not be subjected. It's deep, bro. I hate stadium shows. So ultimately, I don't think this is a ticket sale issue, like ticket price. I think it's more that it's 2 nights.
True. And I think it's too early too. I think people are still waiting to see which way the nights are going. Which I think people are just waiting to see what they're just waiting to see which main events are going.
I'll tell you which way the nights are going. Roman and Seth is night 2, and Cody and Phil night 1.
I think it's the other way around, bro.
I don't know.
Sadly, I think it's the other way around. I think
Roman's the night. I think Roman's the night 2 guy.
I think Zero Sugar Phil and Cody get Sunday.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to play it or not. I believe they get night 2. I believe Oba and Brock get the opening of night 1. This way, Brock can just ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Then Roman and Seth close out night 2. Because in theory, it's the bigger match. Not really, but in theory, it is the bigger match.
Yes.
Plus, my man's Roman eviscerated Seth Rollins on the mic, bro. That shit was so disgusting. He's like, even if you beat me, what are you gonna do? Get hurt?
Get hurt? I was like, damn.
He's like, you know how I know you number 2? He's like, yo, work daddy been here and you still not doing nothing. I was like, God damn. He's like, you know how I know you number 2? He's like, you wouldn't have belt like number 2. You had to use the Money in the Bank briefcase twice. I was like, God damn. I was like, gee. And so I was like, you got something you got to say to me?
I know Bernie was like hurting on the outside, but like really cheering on the inside. Because it's like
I don't even think he knows. I don't even think he knows the interaction happened.
You probably right. I mean, disappeared. You're probably right. It was You're right. That probably I probably give it to Roman and Seth because their feud holds more weight than whatever Cody and CM Punk are trying to tell right now.
Don't get me wrong. That's still a big man. That's still a big matchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a huge matchup. Huge matchup.
I don't know, man. Do they give Cody number 4 in Minneapolis?
I hope not. I hope it's a triple threat and Sammy wins.
I feel like that has to be the natural progression, right? It turns into a triple threat match.
Because what are we gonna wait till SummerSlam? At that point, I'm not gonna care if he wins the title or not.
Okay, so you got to think about this.
I need the turn, and I need him to just win it quick as possible. Y'all made me snap, and this is what happens. Now I got this workhorse Sami Zayn who's just filthy.
I don't know. Because Gunther's in a fight Nick Aldis, right? Like presumably they're gonna have their SummerSlam match. So what do you do with Sammy? Sammy added to that triple threat match. But instead of winning the belt, he's just the pin fodder.
That's the worst part. So I'm saying, bro, he's not going to be a 2-time world champion.
Not no time soon.
Not no time ever.
But I feel like it happened.
No time soon. My man's is like 35 plus. He's already hitting your number. He's hitting your number soon.
No. He's in his. He's not 35 plus, bro. He's like 44, bro.
I said 35 plus, bro. I'm trying to show some respect.
Nah, don't show no respect. Call that nigga what he is. Sami Zayn age. So Sami's 42. He has 3 more years. But I feel like
he's getting to your number, bro. He ain't holding it. He ain't holding
Listen,
it
he
anytime
might
soon.
he might go into Saudi Arabia as world champion and lose the battle of Saudi. It's still a possibility.
I don't know. Like Neymar said, he's undefeated in Saudi. The Floyd Mayweather of Saudi Arabia.
I'm more interested to see what the Money in the Bank situation looks like post SummerSlam. But we're gonna run the next ad, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Wrestling fans, I finally did it. I launched my very own pro wrestling coloring book on Amazon. It's packed with bold action-style wrestling pages, championship belts, entrances, arenas, characters, and moments made for fans to color their way. Whether it's for kids, collectors, wrestling families, or anyone who grew up loving the larger-than-life world of pro wrestling, this book was made with fans in mind. So if you want a fun gift, a creative activity, or just something different for the wrestling fan in your life, search the Pro Wrestling Coloring Book on Amazon today. Color the action, create the moment, and support independent wrestling creativity. Search the Pro Wrestling Coloring Book on Amazon now and help bring this project to the top rope.
Yes, sir. Get my wrestling coloring book off of Amazon.
It's not your wrestling coloring book. It's the pro wrestling coloring book.
I thought it was listen, potato.
We do not own the wrestling.
We do not own that coloring book at all. We show the lovely ad and they pay us in monies, maybe. Let's talk Saturday Night Main Event, which is this weekend. Honestly, the only reason to turn this to Saturday Night Main Event is because the New York Knicks will be there because it is at Madison Square Garden. And apparently the headliner of the show is Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson.
We don't know. We don't know if that's the headliner. But whatever this is
that an official poster though?
Everywhere I've looked.
Which is kind of crazy. Like Roman looks magnificent, like he always does. My tribal chief, I acknowledge you. And then you just got like Roman Reigns. Then you got like Jalen Brunson in a hoodie and a beanie because you can't show him in the next. You can't show him in the next jersey.
Right. It's just a. You couldn't call this man in to come take a picture real quick in his wrestling WWE shirt that you guys made him.
I wonder if they'll make him another one.
I hope somebody that's there I know so they can ship it out to me. Hey, if you're at Saturday Night Main Event NYC, hit us up.
Or if they're just gonna have him wear the Danhausen shirt.
Maybe. I would hate that.
But honestly, this is probably the only reason I'm tuning in. Oh, a match that was added. It's gonna be the Vision versus the Usos for the tag straps at Saturday Main Event. I forgot they added that match.
Did the Usos win it?
No, bro. The fucking Vision has like 18 members of Maxine Dupree now.
You're right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure LA Knight's gonna get involved. Solo's gonna get involved. Cost them the match.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This show's a slap in the face of Madison Square Garden.
Saturday Night Main Event as a whole is redundant. It doesn't matter.
Like
it's a house show. It's a house show. Give it a buck.
There's no bangers, bro. There's not a single banger on this card.
Let's remember the last time there was a good one.
You're right.
What was
since it started?
Lyra and Bailey.
Lyra Bailey. Yep.
Lyra said, "Bailey, you're the worst of the four horsemen." But
she's looking rough on Monday.
What does that even mean, though? She's still one of the four greatest women to revolutionize the wrestling industry.
All right, and she's super wrong. She doesn't want to admit that her trainer Becky is the worst.
She wouldn't do that, bro. They're fucking fellow Irish women. They're never turning on each other.
I know.
Fucking blood in, blood out.
We know how the list goes.
If you ask Zombie King, he'll say you Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné is the worst horsewoman. But honestly, I think Lyra's gonna take this dub because Bailey's on her way out. Felt like that for a little while. She's gonna go be in AEW with her Biffle.
You really think so?
Yes.
You really think she's on her way out?
Yes, bro. Yes.
I don't know. I don't get the signs from her that she's on her way out.
I think her contract's up at the end of the year. Allegedly. Can't trust these dirt sheets. But a contract is allegedly up. So
that's true.
It's a big possibility she doesn't resign and go test the waters on the other side. You know what I mean? Especially since her best friend is Mercedes Mercedes is one of the top women on AEW. She can speak to firsthand what working for TK is like.
That is very true.
You know, and she'll be able to explore other wrestling, like other indie shows. So she won't just be restricted to just AEW. She'll be able to do some
She just
GCW.
won't say the truth, bro. She just won't be restricted to Lyra Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Because that's the only person she's been wrestling outside of Becky Lynch for like the last 6 months.
That's actually a really good point. God damn. Yeah, for the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, for the Intercontinental Championship.
Let's be real.
She oh shit, yeah. And then Becky turned on Lyra.
Yep.
It was a triple threat match. Bailey and Lyra made back up. They fought again, and now this is a turn because Lyra's a heel. God damn, they don't really have anything lined up for either one of those women.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus, shit, Lyra might be on her way out too.
They didn't know what to do after Lyra won that IC title, bro. She dropped. They didn't know what to do. I said, I guess we'll just keep this going. Keep rolling the dice till somebody figures it out. They're gonna watch this episode. They're like, they figured it out.
I'll tell you what they will do though. They'll actually pull the trigger on Mercedes and Bailey being AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But before we get to that, we're gonna have the one-on-one because it's been a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
I still stand on Bailey's top dog. Nah, it's Sasha. It's Mercedes. Mercedes, Bailey, Charlotte.
Nah, I definitely see Bailey in AEW. And then, listen, there's nothing wrong with a little change in scenery. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. I don't know if she's just gonna go straight. Like I'm going straight to AEW. You know?
Oh no, bro. She's going past Go. She's skipping Go. She's not even collecting the $200. She's in a she's sitting her contract out and signing right to AEW.
Do you think like last year she said I'll sign one more year with you guys, but I do the full year, and then after I'm done, I get to walk. No 90 days.
Well, if your contract expires, you don't have to wait the 90.
So that's what she's doing. That's what she thinks.
Yeah, if you don't have, bro, if your contract expires, it's the same thing that happened to Cope.
Yeah,
the reason
I know.
Cope
That's what I'm saying. You think she's just doing this till the contract expires?
I mean, I'm sure they have this lined up for her to go do it. This way, she's not just home chilling. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they're actively trying to re-sign her.
Yeah,
Bailey's does great community work. She's great with children and merch. You know what I mean? Like people love Bailey.
She's
it
great.
Makes sense why they want to keep her. But at the same time, like look at her booking for the past bro. Even when she won the Royal Rumble and she won the world title, it felt redundant as hell. Like the title reign was so bad, people forget that EO's title reign before that was even worse. EO's first title reign was miserable, dog. But we forget that because it was back-to-back terrible war title reigns. Then
when they kicked her out of Damage Control, she just fell off,
bro. Yes, it was nuts. All right, what else is going on? JD, I keep forgetting his name. JD versus Danhausen in the no disqualification match.
The no disqualification match, which tells me that Danhausen isn't really wrestling, and I wonder who's going to come and help him. Because you don't do a no DQ match for him not to have help.
You know what I found out recently? I found out that Dom and Finn had their match changed from a one-on-one match to a no DQ match because Finn popped 2 of his ribs, like the SmackDown 2 weeks prior.
Interesting.
Like he popped two of his ribs, so they changed it to a no DQ so they can protect Finn.
Oh, honestly, we didn't even say Margarita, and who do we have? Margarita.
Hopefully I'm blacked out before the match even ends, so it doesn't matter.
Golly. It's the start.
They're gonna give it to bro. They're gonna give it to Lyra, bro. Bailey gets no level of respect.
They're gonna give it to Lyra. All right, back to this. So who do you think comes out and helps Danhausen?
All 15 players for the New York Knicks.
That'd be crazy.
Brunson can't take no fucking bumps.
Brunson ain't taking
he can't take no bumps, bro. He can't even hit a clothesline. He just had surgery. If I see JD's grubby little fingers anywhere near my goddamn captain, you don't got to worry about me because Madison Square Garden go jump that man. JD's not making it out alive. But
if Dom disrespects
Jalen Brunson, the Knicks. Oh my god, I'm gonna act like he didn't say it.
It's gonna be a tough one.
No. You know what? It doesn't matter because it's kayfabe.
Oh, you're
You know what I
right.
mean?
You're right.
He's only doing
You're
the
right.
kayfabe. He doesn't.
It's kayfabe.
But if he tells me he means it, I'm gonna be hurt.
True.
I mean, like the both is conflicted.
True.
It could be Cat. You know what I mean? That Jade like Brunson steps up to try to help Danhausen, but he can't because his arm is messed up, and then you see
absolutely
Cat
right,
step
bro.
up because Cat's 7 feet tall. You know what I mean?
I could see fucking Danhausen pulling up to MSG before he's getting there and just like, oh yeah, I found this stray cat. I'm gonna go put it in my box, and then here comes Cat.
Yeah, fucking Cat come helps him. I tell you what though, I don't want JD's grubby little fingers on my center either.
Stay away from my Knicks, JD. Everybody stay away from my Knicks.
If you gotta touch a Nick, you could touch Trey Jemison. Shout out to my boy. my fourth string. Yeah, my fucking fourth string center.
Oh man, this is definitely a margarita match for me. I'll probably tune in for the last if there is any. But I got Danhausen.
Obviously. Yeah. And then for the final match, it's a tag team match with no stipulations on it except for the game.
Well, no, you got the co-main event. Well, no, this is probably the co-main event. But you got this. Now this is probably the co-main event. The women's tag team match.
I forgot Brie Bella and Paige are the tag team champions.
He said that's not real. That's AI. Who created this?
I was like, Bella and Paige. I'm like, they didn't come back to wrestling. No, bro, that's
your life, bro. That's your life. Brie
Bella and Paige.
Fatal Influence. If Fatal Influence doesn't win the titles, bro, we right. Because what the hell we doing, WWE? What's going on, TKO?
Fatal Influence got some heat, dog.
Bro, Fatal Influence managed by Nikki Bella. The turn on her sister and so-called best friend. No, I believe they're best friends. No, I'm just joking. It's not going to happen. Margarita match, Fatal Influence, new women's tag team champion.
Fatal Influence for the dub, margarita match. And then for my final margarita match, a match with no stipulations at all except for the love of the game. 4 men who dislike each other. Pepsi Phil and Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. Can either one of these tag teams coexist with each other? I feel like Phil and Cody will initially, but as the match goes on, you'll start to see the cracks form in their friendship. Danhausen will be the main event, probably if the Knicks get involved. If this show was $100, I'd go. But right now it's like $300 to go inside the fucking Garden. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it, dog.
That's because the Knicks won.
But I'm gonna be in the city. I'm gonna be in the city that day, and I'm not doing it. I refuse to go do it. It's expensive, man. It's not. I
don't know. Something tells me Cody Rhodes attacks CM Punk or Sami Zayn attacks Gunther.
You know what's the worst part about Saturday main event?
What's that?
It's only a 2-hour show. So one of these matches is gonna be mad quick.
Oh yeah.
Because they still run commercials.
It's gonna be this one.
Fucking poor Bailey. If I'm hearing what I'm about, fuck. What did Keith Lee say? If I'm hearing about Bailey, what is true? Damn, poor Bailey.
Poor Bailey.
Poor Bailey.
Poor Bailey.
Let's run our last ad. So if you do want to go to Saturday Night Main Event, you know what to do.
Have you ever seen an ad on YouTube? Think, wow, that's way too good to be true. Well, this one is completely 100%. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! I took the bad guy's advice, went to SeatGeek and used 4 sides OTR and got these great seats for double or nothing. Would you rather be sitting closer to the ring or closer to the roof? Use this code and save today. Plenty more AEW events coming to your area. Just use SeatGeek.com. Like I said, type in 4 sides OTR.
Yes, sir. SeatGeek's code 4 sides OTR. Get $20 off. If WWE had decent ticket prices, I would be using SeatGeek to get $20 off tickets. But since they're ridiculous, your boy is not going because that's just nuts. But okay, Marcus, what are your margarita matches?
My
for
margarita
Saturday Night Event?
matches for Saturday Night Main Event are going to be Bailey Lara, Danhausen JD, the women's tag team match, and the main event. And whatever this monstrosity is.
That's not a margarita match. That's the match I'm alert for. Whatever the hell's going on. That's what we tune.
Man, like I said, it's just at least some Saturday Night Main Event has some decent matches, bro.
You know what sucks? You know what's to be
Decent
mad?
matches. You know what I mean? Like, because
You know
wasn't
what's
the
gonna suck?
Intercontinental, wasn't Penta supposed to defend here? And I guess since they were like, oh, I guess Chad Gable in Minnesota, got to do it in Minnesota now for Chad. But like, come on, we could have get one. I'm not even trying to shit on the women. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the women's tag team champions. But like, we could have get one solo singles world title match for anything. The fucking USA title, something.
I'm not gonna hold you. Tickets is actually pretty affordable. $144.
You don't want to go to that for $150, bro. You don't even want to save $20. It's not even worth saving some $20 for. I'm not even trying to shit on. I'm not even. Don't even use the SeatGeek code to go to Saturday Night Main Event. No, I'm just joking.
I'm gonna be in the
use
city
it.
right
Go. I need you to go because you got to tell me if they have a new. I need a new WWE Jalen Brunson shirt. I got fucked up, and I'm still sad about it.
True. I'll think about it. I'll see what the missus wants to do. This might be Grayson's first WWE show. You know what sucks? You know
That's
honestly know what's
and Danhausen is a good one.
You know what's the worst part about this show? Is that there's a whole bunch of rabid Knicks fans who's gonna turn on WWE for the first time in decades to see what Jalen Brunson does on WWE. And it's an absolute miserable outing. It is not a
It's gonna take so long. It's gonna take so long to get there. Like this match, 15 minutes tops.
You're way too generous. That's not going a minute over 5.
45 minutes. 45-minute match right here, Danhausen JD.
That's not going a minute over.
Bro,
12.
no disqualification. This is a 30-minute match.
That's 12 minutes.
This is a 30-minute match minimum right here, bro. I'm telling you, 45 minutes. This is like 20 minutes of shenanigans is gonna happen during this match, bro. This is
12 minutes.
Danhausen is gonna be a 45-minute match.
12 minutes. All right, we're gonna play this game. Me and you, we're gonna play this game.
Okay,
we're gonna play over. We're gonna play over under on every single match card, and obviously since it's 5 matches, we'll get a clear, concise one. So for the JD,
okay, let's do this.
Danhausen match over under 15 minutes. I'm going under.
I'm going over.
You were out of your mind.
I'm going over 15 minutes. I'm going over 15.
All right, Lara Valkyria and Bailey. Over under 10. Under.
Man. Can I say 10? Nah, that's not part of the game.
I would do 8 minutes. Over under 8 minutes. Under.
Over. I give it 10 minutes. I give that match 10 minutes.
Fatal Influence versus Bree and Paige. Over under 10 minutes. No, over under 12 minutes. Under. Nah, all right, so 8 minutes. We can't agree to it. We got to find the thing where you go above.
Oh, okay.
9 minutes. Over under 9 minutes.
Under.
7 minutes.
All right, I'll go over on 7 minutes.
Under 7 minutes. I'm taking the under on these matches.
Over 7 minutes.
Over under 16 minutes.
Over.
Yeah, that's a clear over.
This is over 16. See, you lowballed that one, bro. 16 minutes.
All right, over under 20 minutes. Over under 20 minutes. Over under 20 minutes.
Over.
I'm going under.
You're going under?
I'm going under. Actual match time, not fucking when the entrance starts, because
obviously. We're going actual match time.
The Roman Reigns, Jalen Brunson, fucking over under 25 minutes. This right here might take half hour.
Yeah, I want to say over. I hope it's over. This is all I want to see.
Bro, it's gonna be
This
half.
is.
This is gonna be at the
I really hope
thing
this
half
is
an
real.
hour. Bro, this could be fucking salty ass fans from Cleveland Cavaliers fans watching this segment sick as hell, dog. I'm telling you, Brunson's gonna bring out the
That'd be
Larry
crazy.
O'Brien trophy. It's going to be gross. It's gonna be
My
half
sis-
an hour.
My sister-in-law is out in Indiana. I was like, oh God, I'm sorry. They
Yeah,
actually do me.
bro.
I was like, do me a favor, go out to that stadium and just say "fuck Hollenberg." Just scream it out real loud.
Fucking Nally. Nah, I want his ass healthy. I want his ass healthy so when we smoke him next year, I don't feel no remorse towards his dumb ass. All right,
True.
but listen, we were 3 guys down, but me and the founder, we jumped on, showed you guys some love. We did a quick
Wait, I
little
wanna-
show for you guys.
I want to ask you one question before we hop off.
What you got? What you got?
Kenny Omega last night stated that, or Wednesday night, I should say, stated that by All In, we are going to get the greatest version of him that anyone has ever seen. Do you believe that statement?
No. Because he's setting unreal expectations. And while I know
agree with
Kenny
you.
and while I know Kenny Omega is absolutely amazing and I will never take that away from him. And his match at Forbidden Door against Will Ospreay was one of the best singles matches I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I know he can touch that level. You know what I mean? He's setting everybody up for failure for something that's just not going to happen, dog. And it's better to think this way than to get your hopes up and be utterly disappointed. I'd rather go into it and be like, there's not another level to get. You know what I mean? Especially his health is compromised.
Right.
And the last thing I want him to do is compromise his health to try to reach another level. For that, just give us the match at All In. Give us your absolute best at All In and right off into the sunset. Don't compromise yourself. Because honestly, I'm not going to hold you. We had the Will Ospreay conversation last week. I don't think Will has another level. Because Will performs the same way in all his matches, which are great matches. But he doesn't like have that playoff mode. You know what I mean? He's not a playoff riser. He's just great. He's a great performer. But he doesn't have that. I don't think Will has that next level. That's something he can work on, of course. It was incredible. But I don't know. I think that's an unfair assessment. I think that's too much pressure on him.
I agree with you because he's already announcing like matches before, or he's accepted matches before the event itself. 60 days away.
Kevin Knight, yeah, Kevin Knight. That's gonna be a good match.
It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good match. I just don't. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
I don't know. I'll tell you what though. I think Will kicks out of the one-winged angel at All In there.
I agree with you.
Like proper. But yeah, listen, me and Marcus, we jumped on. We gave you guys a good hour. Tino, I forgot to get my 5 minutes of roasting on Tino. So I called my boy this morning. I was like, yo, you ready for the show? He's like, I don't know, I'll be able to, dog. My girl just came down. She just touched back to the States. I gotta go see her. I'm like, over the podcast? Over wrestling? This is the man that watches wrestling 6 days a week.
The last keeper of kayfabe?
The last keeper of kayfabe? What are you keeping? How are you the keeper of kayfabe? You're not even recording, my boy. But he told me. Now I'm not gonna violate my man's this week. I'm not gonna violate. My man's is with the missus. And Mike is taking care of his missus. Sam's at work. So it was me and your boy Marcus this week. Listen, we see you guys every Thursday at 9:30, 9:45ish sometimes. Shit, daylight savings might be eliminated. It might be 3 hours. So we might be starting at 10 p.m. So Mikey Cullis can start to come record. I mean, but we will figure it out. Marcus, let the people know where to find you.
You can follow me at the Founder MH on Twitter. It's where I post all my wrestling thoughts and knowledge and everything we're doing here at Four Sides of the Ring. Other than that, you can try to follow me anywhere. I probably won't accept anybody friends request, but just follow us on all of our social media platforms.
And you can find me absolutely goddamn nowhere. I don't want you guys to follow me. All I post is Nick shit anyway. Nick's in Power Rangers AI slop. I promise you.
Nixon 5. Nixon
But you can
5.
follow all of us at Four Sides of the Ring on every single social media platform. 4SIDESOTR on X, Four Sides of the Ring on Facebook, Four Sides of the Ring on MySpace, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, MySpace, Your Space, Gmail, Hotmail, MSN, you name it. And we will see you guys next Thursday. Peace, love, and happiness. Nixon 5.